Yeah, if it's just wave one.
He might have to go in the back. Again, if the corrals are full, he might have to go to F instead if he was like a B runner. We usually get that going the opposite direction. Most people don't want to run on the lower level. They want to run on one of the upper levels. So it's an absolute rarity if you ever see anyone wanting to go to green. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, no, lower level is actually a good stock because you run on side roads. You don't meet the main crowd.
It's also a little bit less of an incline too.
Yeah.
So for a running
If
perspective,
you know it,
it's actually a little bit better. But most people want to be on the upper levels.
The pedon level, that's what they used to call it.
But it's also windier on the upper level too.
Exactly.
So
better view.
Yeah.
I love the upper level.
Yeah, the upper level is really cool. So yeah, a lot of people don't know actually the colors correspond to different courses. The marathon is 3 separate courses. Blue and orange link up at mile 2, and green doesn't come in until mile 8. So it is 3 separate courses. A lot of people don't know that. It's pretty cool. It's it's the way we can fit 50,000. The roads are only so wide,
so we need everybody to thin out a little bit before they connect.
Before we merge them all
But
together.
it's good, because they can get sign up for the next year to experience the maybe different color.
Yeah.
Give it a try,
Try a different course each year.
Yeah.
How do they get signed?
Completely random.
Yeah. So the only thing that's done from like a set way is by your pace. So you give us your anticipated marathon finish time, and so that decides whether you're waves 1, 2, 3, or 4. So obviously 1 is the fastest, 4 is the slowest. But then as far as you get blue, orange, or green, they just take the chunk of runners that are in that pace time and then just hit sort, and it just goes.
Yeah. But again, if a runner comes up and asks you, hey, I'm in green, I was in green last year, I want to run in blue, they're more than welcome to go over to blue and run. They just can't drop their bag there. They still have to drop their bag.
Where does a bandit go to join?
None of those.
Nowhere.
None of those.
Any other questions? Yes.
Yes. So that's at the back gate when you check in.
So that's a really good point. You guys will not be allowed to bring your bags in here. We do have, it's a secure area. We'll give you a tag. You'll put it on your bag, and where you put it down, it will be exactly there when you get back. But obviously, if you don't need to bring a bag, don't bring one. But yeah, it will remain outside the fort.
What about fanny packs?
So how to dress?
They're actually a little bit thicker than the ones, if you volunteered with us last year, it's a little bit thicker.
You're actually wearing last year's jacket.
It's thicker than
Slightly
that.
thicker than that one.
It does.
Does it?
It does. It has a built-in hood in the thing.
Ours doesn't have a hood.
doesn't have a hood.
Yeah,
Theirs does.
That helps a lot when it's
Theirs
cold.
does. Yes, you can
Fanny
bring like
packs
a
are
little belt if you need just have a couple things with
Just
you.
like your phone or something.
Dunkin' Donuts give out more hats.
Dunkin' Donuts gives out hats in the Orange Village.
Yeah.
So, but get them early.
How do you
If
sign up to
want.
volunteer for Dunkin' Donuts?
Be really nice to the Adventist people when you first get here.
Yeah, they'll break you out into different things. So,
It's not even that cold. Saturday night so far.
but yeah, those hats are
awesome.
Oh.
They're actually crazy. They're actually like on eBay.
It's not
They're
bad.
like
Yeah,
$10.
for like $10. It's insane. I don't know if they sell, but they're on
But it
eBay.
is the thing you see most on race morning is those
Those
orange
orange
hats.
I'm on the floor.
Well, pick it up and sell it on eBay, I guess. I don't know. People love
They're
those
gone.
things.
Oh no, they go like
Still on
that.
eBay.
They go so quick.
The
The
Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts
Donuts
hats,
hats,
insane.
the Dunkin' Donuts hats, the pink and orange ones.
You'll
They
see
go
them.
in like 2
They're
minutes.
coming
You'll
back
see
this
them
year or
around.
no?
Now that we mention it, you'll see them everywhere.
Are they only in the green? I mean,
They're
the
only in
orange?
orange, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But any runner can go there and grab it, but that's just the most central location for them. They give them out of a truck shaped like a coffee cup, and they only have one of those trucks shaped like a coffee cup. And it was actually, did I tell you this? It's in the shop right now. They're not sure if they're going to have it next week. So we're hoping. It's a coffee cup.
So what time? They open 4 o'clock as well? They have giveaway guys?
Maybe a little bit later, but yeah.
Oh.
They're early. They're early.
One other thing about dressing. So the weather's looking like pretty nice for the time of year it is. It's looking like it's going to be 40s in the morning, but out here it's windy, so that might feel a little colder, and then getting up into like the high 50s throughout the morning. So definitely layers are your best friends. That way if it's colder, you have plenty, and then once it starts to get a little warmer, you can shed some off. One thing, good socks. and good shoes. So A, you're just gonna be on your feet a long time, so make sure you wear comfortable shoes, but then also standing on cold pavement makes your feet really cold as opposed to standing on grass or something else. So make sure you have like good socks on because your feet will get cold just standing on cold pavement on our end. But layers, hats, gloves, you can always take layers off. I'd rather you be hot than be cold.
We'll take this weather.
Yes, this is great.
I think the runners like it.
This might be actually a little
don't.
too warm. This might be a little too
So
warm.
we have a quote running joke that we would love it if it was 60 because it's great for us and it's great for the runners to start off their race, but then the finish would get just destroyed with medical cases. But once they get over the bridge, they're outside of our bubble.
Any other questions?
50 is ideal for running. It's a little chilly here in the morning when it's 50 in the afternoon. It means it's like 30 here in the morning.
He said we'll be done the first, the earliest.
Like compared to like the course or the finish
Oh,
volunteers,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we head off to the front. Get bused to the start.
If you'd
You
like
get bused
to, yeah.
to the finish if you would like. Yes, we
Yes.
give all the volunteers grandstand tickets. So you can go and watch them.
So
when
those
they
then
finish.
leave where you would check out. There are the shuttle buses to get back to, if you parked with us, to get back to the South Beach lots. And there are buses going to the ferry if you wanted to just take the ferry back into Manhattan. And then there are buses going to the finish line in Central Park. So it is a little hectic, not going to lie, but just talk to the people at that will still be at the gate when you're leaving. Talk to the driver, obviously, when you get on the bus to make sure you're getting on the right bus because there are 3 different sets of shuttles going in different places.
Where do the buses leave us off and take us back from?
The back gate.
Right back to
The back gate, McLean and Lily Pond, the corner of McLean and Lily Pond.
That's where the buses.
So bus have a special route to the finish, or they just go with the traffic?
Caitlin, do you know the
It's
answer?
going to be
Sorry,
crazy in the
what was
city,
the
I know.
question?
How do the buses get to the finish?
They actually go through New Jersey.
Okay.
They go through New Jersey and then come down the top of Manhattan and go that way because it is by far
Because you
one of
guys
the
shut
few
down
ways.
Manhattan on
We
Marathon.
do a little damage
We
to
just
traffic
ruin
on
traffic
accident.
everywhere. There's not many places within the 5 boroughs that we don't jack up traffic to. Because even Staten Island, even though we don't do anything in the rest of the island, because with the bridge and this expressway being shut down, it jacks up traffic all over the island.
You know,
too,
it's
so.
funny because 2 years ago I had to work on marathon weekend. And I decided to be stupid and drive in. So I never really make it to work until noon. And last year when I ran, I was, yes, thank God there is no traffic so you can run to Manhattan.
So it would be better even if we come to New York City, take that ticket to the grandstand.
Yeah.
We could still take the ferry to Staten Island, you said? Where does the ferry take you?
The ferry takes you to Lower Manhattan.
Lower Manhattan.
Lower
And then
Manhattan.
you
Lower
can take
Manhattan
the subway.
Then you would take the subway if you
It's
wanted.
a little bit longer, transportation wise, because you have to go to the ferry and then get on the subway and then go to Central Park. But it actually ends up in the long run being faster because the subway isn't worried about traffic, which we're clogging up.
Because what I'm
profusely.
thinking about is to even, spectate. So
Yeah.
to take the
Right.
ferry and take something to one of the, horses before going to the finish.
No,
Yeah,
you can
there are a
totally
couple
do that.
subway lines right at the ferry when you get to the Manhattan side.
And
They're
they'll
right
take
there.
us straight to the course though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would take you up
you
there.
might need to transfer one time, but otherwise, yeah.
What time
Awesome.
There's a couple lines.
Okay, I'll look.
I think it depends on your role. So Mary should have sent
Checkout
you.
time?
Did you say check out or check in?
Check in.
Oh,
Check
sorry.
in. I believe it depends on your role. So I don't know this time specifically off the top of my
I
head.
think it's around 4 a.m. I want to
Yeah.
say for the village crowd, but double check.
It
But
can't be because we're meeting at the JCC at 4:30, and then
Oh.
we're going to first come here.
okay,
So we're debating if we should drive ourselves, what time we
Okay,
should
just
drive.
double check your any communication from the volunteer team.
Or Mary will still be over at the 10 if you want
Yeah,
to
if
check
you wanna
with
go back.
Mary. She knows all of those times, it's
Okay.
the back of her hand.
Yeah.
Is there a place where we could park a bike or lock it up somewhere when we check in?
Oh, but go to the tent.
Good question.
This is a good question. I don't know if we've ever had anyone bike here.
I don't think we have either. I will check on that for you.
Yeah, well,
I would put in the
do you mind
the volunteer
sending an
tent.
email to volunteers at nyr.org?
Sure.
And then we will get back
I
to
know
you
we have
that way.
a decent amount of room
Sorry.
for all the bags, but I'm not sure if we have room for bicycles. But I will check for you.
Okay.
That is
that'd
a
be
good
great.
question.
Thank you. Yeah,
Where are you coming from?
just maybe from Staten Island. So we're just 4 miles away.
You can, worst comes to worst, you can just lock it up on one of the gates down at the entrance there. Or maybe short
4 miles you can run.
Maybe.